Now, away from education, multiple operations conducted by the police Operation Vanguard within the Enchi and Asankrega areas of the Western region has resulted in the arrest of 12 suspected illegal miners, including 2 Chinese nationals. The command continues to conduct patrols to disrupt the activities of illegal miners within their area of operations. Commander in charge of operations, Chief Superintendent Ohene Bosman, laments how the people in Galamsey affected areas are not helping in the fight against the illegal act. Correspondent Anna Sabit was part of operations and filed the following report.
After the withdrawal of a joint military and police task force against illegal mining earlier this year by government, a new anti-Galamsey task force made up of the police were deployed to take over the task of ending illegal mining and safeguarding Ghana's forest reserves and water bodies. The team, as part of its routine night operations, arrested 2 Chinese and 10 Ghanaians who are deeply involved in the illegal act in the Agbozi forest, a suburb of Enchi. One of the police officers, by name Inspector Kennedy John Doche, sustained gunshot wounds during the night swoops and was rushed to the Enchi Government Hospital for treatment. It's daybreak, and now the team have to put behind them what happened the previous night and proceed with its intended operations. This time round with much more focus on seizing and burning the equipments used by these miners in the destruction of the forest reserves. Chief Superintendent Ohene Bosman is the new commander in charge of Operations Vanguard. He shares with JoyNews how the activities of illegal miners is causing much more havoc to the affected communities and the country at large.
If you look at how these Galamseyers, the small-scale miners and what they call the illegal miners, if you see the way they've done the way they've done this, they destroyed the forest, they destroyed cocoa farms, they destroyed orange farms, and all the river bodies, they blocked it.
Chief Superintendent Bosman reiterated the fact that the destructions caused the river bodies are so enormous that Ghana might be importing drinking water from neighboring countries.
In fact, we've done extensively patrols to the west, to the east, to the Ashanti, and even to the north. And everywhere that we go as a vanguard, we see this devastation. Look at the way they have blocked the river, the Chinese. And some of the indigents have supported them to destroy our water bodies. If care not taken, as I've indicated already, we're going to import water from other countries here. And can we afford that?
From Enchi, we moved to Mosianso, a suburb of Asankragwa in the Wasa Amenfi district of the Western region. Just like the other places we visited, the level of destruction caused by the activities of illegal miners is glaring, as the Tano River, which used to be a clean source of drinking water for the people, is currently in a muddy state. Now, the river next to this site is known as River Tano, and the color of the river is nothing to write home about. The Galamseyers have caused a lot of destruction to the entire environment, the forest zone, the farms, plus the river, which initially used to be the only source of drinking water for the people here. Chief Superintendent Bosman laments how the people in the Galamsey affected areas are not helping in the fight against the illegal act.
Ironically, all the stakeholders here are involved in this business. All the stakeholders, including some of chiefs. They are all opinion leaders. You see assemblymen, what have you, they are all involved in this activity. So it's very, very difficult even coming here. Sometimes you approach them and they will not want to give you any information. They give them money. And another problem we are facing is that all the road leading to Galamsey site, all those people over there, those who sell granite, those who roast plantain, those mechanic shops, they are all informants to the Galamseyers. So as soon as they see our car coming, they inform them. Before you get there, they've all run away. So the population, the public society, in all these mining communities are not helping us.
after a 48-hour operation by the team in the Enchi and Asankragwa areas. A total of 12 ganansayers were arrested, including 56-year-old Wen Rishu and 58-year-old Wen Fukwan, both Chinese nationals. Also, over 100 floating platforms known as chamfan by the local people were burnt to ashes. Interestingly, 42-year-old Inspector Kennedy John Doche, who sustained gunshot wounds at the start of the operations, was discharged within 48 hours and joined the team back at the camp in high spirits.
I'm not discouraged at all. I made up my mind. It's an operation in which we are trying to deny people livelihood. So I know the dangers associated with the operation. So I set myself up that we are going to defend the country. You know, these are natural resources which we inherited, and we need to get against it judiciously. So I'm not discouraged in any way at all.
From the Operations Vanguard camp in Takwa, I am Anas Sabit for Joy News.
As a live on Joy News desk with me, Daniel Daze. It's time for Business with Daryl Kwao. Stay with us.